Psalms 1 through 3, God tells tells us how to be blessed. He says, "Don't hang around and listen to the wicked, sinners, and scoffers, but rather delight ourselves in His Word and meditate on it regularly." I would say in the age of deception we live in, every day. This will cause us to grow, be strong in the Lord, and bear fruit for His glory. God points out that some resist and reject Him and His Son Jesus, the Messiah. He who sits in the heaven laughs, and the Lord scoffs at them. Wow, He laughs at those who live like they don't need Him. He has brought forth Jesus as the Messiah and installed Him as the King of Kings. He has given the nations to Him as His inheritance. He shall rule over them with a rod of iron. The day is coming when Jesus will literally rule over all nations. God says, because of this, take warning, O judges of the earth. Worship the Lord with reverence and rejoice with trembling. Do homage to the Son. Kiss the Son. How blessed are those who take refuge in Him. Isn't it awesome that we see the gospel right here in the Psalms? We see Jesus Christ right here in the Old Testament Psalms. David wrote in Psalm 3 that he had enemies, but the Lord is a shield about him, and He lifts his head. He said, "I lay down and slept. I left it all in my Lord's hands, and He gave me sweet sleep without worry and anxiety." He wants to do that in our lives too. Give it all to Him and trust Him with it all and lay down and go to sleep. Acts 17, 1 through 15, Paul taught in the synagogue on 3 Sabbaths in Thessalonica, explaining and giving evidence that the Christ had to suffer and rise again from the dead, saying, "This Jesus whom I am proclaiming to you is the Christ." Some Jews, God-fearing Greeks, and women were persuaded, but once again jealousy raised its ugly head, and some Jews attacked the house of Jason, the synagogue leader, and brought him before the city authorities, complaining that he had supported those who claimed some king other than Caesar. When they received a pledge from Jason, they let him go. Paul and Silas were sent to Berea, and they went to the synagogue there. These were more noble-minded than those in Thessalonica, for they received the word with great eagerness, examining the scriptures daily to see whether these things were so. Are you a Berean? Do you examine the scriptures yourself daily to see if what you are hearing, believing, and being taught is actually what God says? Jews from Thessalonica heard that Paul was teaching in Berea and even came there to cause trouble, so the brethren sent him to Athens. Wow, the gospel really gets a response, doesn't it? What's your response? You were created by Him and for Him. No one else and nothing else will work. Only Jesus works.
Amazing.